Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Osakhuenorkhodin say he no get problems with Obaseki. Na the people wey dey claim say dem dey defend Obaseki na dey create problem for Obaseki. He also allege say the insecurity wey dey happen for Edo State na people na dey sponsor am. Make I leave you make you hear from Comrade Stanley Osakhuenorkhodin, the message we bring come today.
Be wise. Politicians are very desperate. First, issue of security should not be of social media. And secondly, what is happening today in Edo, if properly investigated, believe me, I may not have this fact, allegedly, but it is being sponsored. It is being sponsored. It is being sponsored. For those who are wise enough, we want the kidnapping related activity to stop. But if you do further investigation, if you are not a politician, think. I want to also call on the Edo State government, because there was a word we heard, and that particular word was not fine enough, coming from Arisin Guamishu, where he said that all attempts to reach out to the Edo State government prove abortive. And for more than 24 to 48 hours of that statement, no direct counter from Edo State government. I think Edo State government will also respond to that and give headway on how this issue will be addressed. In every action, for those of you who went to school, you also agree that there is always an opposite reaction. Those who think that they are defending the former governor of Edo State, they are not. They are indirectly creating problem. I won't lie to you. I have received more than 90 calls. In these 90 calls, the whole of the up to 5K Jumbo Imade from Oroligbe. That one's own came out this morning. You know what he told me? Osakhuenorkhodin, those of us in diaspora who love you, you are not supposed to take this part. I agree with them, but I also told them, my dear brothers, the only anger you have in the past was that those of us who actually stake our life to ensure victory and to also ensure a smooth running of day-to-day administration till the expiration of the tenure was thrown into the trash can of history. That was the anger of 90% of Edo in diaspora. Today, we are in the contemporary stage, the scientific positive stage. When somebody is sick, he goes to hospital for diagnosis. When identified, medical application is deployed, and problem identified in the person's body will actually be addressed based on medical competencies and goals. In the same vein, nobody thinks that something just happened naturally. There are always medical or scientific reasons that created the problem militating against humanity. That is what Augustus Comte of France, the founding father of sociology, came out with. So for those of you who play politics, Osakhuenorkhodin may be a good man today. Tomorrow, he may end up becoming a bad man. So for you to be able to say the truth at all time, you must be able to metamorphose aligns stricto sensu with the qualities and trappings depicted by such individual at a particular time. Even if you love me, even if you like me, when my actions is on the contrary, in this context, being repugnant to natural justice, being repugnant to equity, also being repugnant to fairness and justice. It is very important for you as well to reproach me and to say, Osakhuenorkhodin, what you are doing at this particular point in time is actually repugnant to what you are known for. That is what society is all about. There's no perfection in humanity. So even if you love somebody, you must be able to tell them the truth at all time. And this is applicable also to public officers. Do not say, I like them. On a daily basis, you keep coming out to say, what is happening to Nigeria? Why are we not witnessing speedy and economic development? Why are we plagued by economic imbroglio, economic melee, economic higgledy-piggledy? In my own word, political and economic sagamaya. Why do you choose to continue to ask when on your part you know that the only reason why we are plagued by these challenges is not from our ubiquitous God Almighty who created the heaven and earth. It is from the actions of men and women who refuses to actually ensure development in your society. For today, I am not coming out to launch an attack against anybody. But the Benin's always say, I don't want to. Ikbiaya why now? I don't want to. Ikbiaya why now? I have been very, very sincere toward the light. And I will continue to be sincere. And I've also told you, I cannot pretend. For those who actually know me, I cannot be angry and be laughing with you. You will know that Osakhuenorkhodin is angry with me. I can easily get provoked. But when my provocation is addressed, I, Osakhuenorkhodin, will also move on. If I like you as a person and you provoke me, it will never in any way alter the likeness or the feelings I have for you as an individual. But if we refuse to address the problem that created problem between us, it's going to linger to time indefinite. Now, I will first of all thank Mr. Bright. I will thank Mr. Omokaru. I will thank Mr. Okumbo from Australia. I will thank so many Adolites, which I cannot mention their names. And for those also who knew clearly that I'm standing the ground, who at the end of the day may think that, why is Osakhuenorkhodin backing down? I'm not buying down. But at least to some extent, I have stated very clearly that the conflict we had, because I needed to be sincere, it's not all about the Edo people. I don't want to pretend to say I was fighting for you. I was not. It was a disagreement based on the fact that a father who have so many sons, let's say 4 or 5 sons, even if you prefer one more than the others, do not rub it in their faces that go and buy, this is what I have adopted. The Beninese will always say, I tire me. We celebrate whoever continue to develop. Congratulations to you. But do not come to my very face to tell me that I'm Mr. Nobody. If you do, on our part, we will also confront you in totality. I have no problem with His Excellency, the former governor of Edo State. Yes, I have my reservations about him when it comes to human management, human relation skills. I've said this time without number. I will also not trivialize his actions in respect to ensure development of Edo State. That is not to say he's perfect, but I think it's very, very important on his part to call those who it's thought is defending him to order. They are actually not defending you. They are creating more problem. Because those who claim to be defending you want to liken you to other, whereas you actually made a promise that at the expiration of your tenure, you are going to face your private life. But as of today, even when you choose to face your private life, some persons are trying to drag you into comparison. Don't also forget, if there are comparison, if you have the right to also compare yourself with others, also know that others have the right to defend themselves. Some persons accuse me of wanting to join the All Progressive Congress. While some said, I am already a member of the All Progressive Congress. Some also said that he wants Okpebholo to like him, but you know, Governor Obaseki also know that Osakhuenorkhodin is not a noisemaker, but I'm also a media general, because whatever I do, I move with facts. We were in a meeting in the government house. Governor Obaseki was there. Obaseki was there. I was there. Rita Ebuwa was there. As soon as I was coming to the meeting, Obaseki said, go back, you can't be in this meeting. Who be your mate here? I told Abad, it's okay now. He said, no. He said they should go. Can you talk the way Osakhuenorkhodin is talking? Or you can compare with me? Or who? They drove that man out from the meeting. I'm not trying to trivialize or to slight that man, but I'm only telling you that they also recognize, even if as a governor, after your tenure, you don't want others, some of us, to continue with you, it's fine. But don't come to my face and rub it to say, I throw you away. Believe me, I also have a right to respond. And you do not have the right whatsoever to tell a man how to respond when he's affected. I have a very close friend, a bosom friend, a friend that is dear to my heart. Whenever we have issues, the friend will say, you've done yours. Do you think you have the right whatsoever to determine how I react? In every action, for those of you who went to school, you also agree that there is always an opposite reaction. Those who think that they are defending the former governor of Edo State, they are not. They are indirectly creating problems. I won't lie to you. I have received more than 90 calls. In these 90 calls, the whole of the up to 5K Jumbo Imade from Orunigwe. That one's own came out this morning. You know what he told me? Osakhuenorkhodin, those of us in diaspora who love you, you are not supposed to take this part. I agree with them. But I also told them, my dear brothers, the only anger you have in the past was that those of us who actually take our life to ensure victory and to also ensure a smooth running of day-to-day administration till the expiration of the tenure was thrown into the trash can of history. That was the anger of 90% of Edo in diaspora. But I have also promised myself that regardless of the anger, regardless of my perception, because there are some who also gave me a cursory analysis, holistic analysis on how I should have been able to manage situation. But regardless, I also told them, as a human, there is no perfection in us. I felt so hot, not because I am angry with those who benefited from it, but because those who benefited from it is coming to our very face to tell us, say, no, and you expect us not to react? I also need to make clarification tonight. I have not hated Obaseki to the level at which when he wants to organize an activity in diaspora, I will be calling people. You guys should jettison about Obaseki. I did not in any way call anybody since the beginning of this conference. Since the beginning of this conference that they are holding from state to state or country to country, as the case may be, I have never picked up my phone to call on anyone not to attend. And I want to state this today. I have done CFO for more than 3,000 persons that I've received. And I have done more than 6,000 CFO in Edo State. But I've given more than 3,000 CFO to Edolites around the world. I want to make bold to say this. 70% of those that have received CFO from me, both those that have visited Benin or elsewhere, they have not seen me. You gave me money, you didn't see me. I gave you your CFO back, you didn't see me. So, if I have not seen you, how will I not pick a phone to call somebody to say don't attend an organization or an occasion already designed for you? See, Edo people around the world, Obaseki may be at the receiving end, but he's not the one that we are supposed to fight. But he has a very big problem on his part because he has refused to call the attack dog who think he can bully everyone. Even if the whole of them agree. Albert Obaseki knows Osakhuenorkhodin quite well, the way I know him. He has nothing to say about me, but I have so many things to say about him. He also knew that he cannot, since the wife of the former governor chose to adopt him and also give him to her husband. It's a welcome development. But live in peace. Whenever he wants to talk, what you hear from him, yes, whenever he wants to talk, what you hear from him is those that gives him work, those that gives him work, those that gives him work. He is pained that will continue to work. He's pained. Am I a lazy man? The network is bad, please. He's pained that will continue to work. But get it very clearly. An envious man wants to project others as if we are envious of him. It took him more than a year to post where I'm broadcasting from now. Every day. Obowa, 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 Obowa. But there was a day he showed something and said, this is so and so place in Manchester. Whenever you get a visa, try to visit this place because you are a local man. I laugh. But the time is coming. I will show to you why I have not traveled out of Nigeria. But not time. Not yet now. So, His Excellency Governor Godwin Obaseki, the former governor of Edo State, when you have boys that you work with, most especially those that know much, manage them, even if you don't like some. Manage them very well because human management is important. I have those working with me too. Even if we choose not to work together today, no one can come out to say, hey, no, because I also manage them the same way I manage myself. I will never show to one, even if I do, that I prefer this one more than the others. But I do, people, I think this clarification is very expedient. Jettison that idea. In fact, I use pidgin English. Throw away the idea when they thought say Osakhuenorkhodin not carry food to call people. No. The goal of that young man is to malign my image. He know by himself, say man, Osakhuenorkhodin a man. He know now. You know, never talk one word. The first way they talk, that is why they give her work, then they make her. That is why are you concerned by my work? Why are you always concerned about my work? And I want to say this again. Edo people, don't listen to me. Also, don't listen to any politician. Judge government based on their performance. Because what you have on social media are manipulators. I will not remove myself. But I try as much as possible to be very organic and sincere. I told you on a live broadcast that the fight is not just designed for the betterment of Edo. It's a personal fight. Now win-win, now in that fight. I said it. But some of them will deceive you. Now the fight that they are fighting is a Edo fight if they want to ensure development. No. And some person has also called me, and some even wrote on my wall, because whether you like it or not, no man is a monopoly of knowledge. Also, no man is a monopoly of wisdom. No matter how much you think you have in your memory, where yours ended, some person started from there. So I'm not a monopoly of knowledge. I also listen to admonitions from people. Some persons will say, why are you not discussing on kidnapping and security matters? I have responded to them, but I think it's very important for me also to respond to members of the public. Security matters are not for social media. I want to thank a young man, my younger brother from Edo State, also a mentor, very dark man. He said today, I listened to that broadcast, I was really overwhelmed. Age na number. Discernment and wisdom is from our ubiquitous God. Very dark man is within his 30s. I'm no longer 30s. I've spent over 4 decades on earth. But the statement made by that young man was that, how on earth will you free someone from kidnappers' den, and you still go to the public to announce that you actually paid money to the kidnapper to a tune of 20 million to free someone? What are you doing? You are already creating a business venture for all others who saw that those who did just a slight kidnap activity received the sum of 20 million. You are already creating a venture because you announced it. Others will go in. And I want to tell those around the world, who continue to emphasize on kidnapping, kidnapping, kidnapping. You see the kidnapping in the Edo State? What is happening in the Edo State is synonymous with what happens to President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan while he was the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Under his watch, Boko Haram bombed Abuja. Under his watch, kidnapping, buying, and many other activities took place just to discredit his administration. After the expiration of his tenure, and when he was removed from office, it was difficult for the same Boko Haram who succeeded in bombing Abuja from having access to Abuja. Be wise, politicians are very desperate. First, issue of security should not be of social media. And secondly, what is happening today in Edo, if properly investigated, believe me, I may not have this fact, allegedly, but it is being sponsored. It is being sponsored. It is being sponsored. For those who are wise enough, we want the kidnapping related activity to stop. But if you do further investigation, if you are not a politician, think. I want to also call on the Edo State government, because there was a word we heard, and that particular word was not fine enough, coming from Harrison Guamishu, where he said that all attempts to reach out to the Edo State government prove abortive. And for more than 24 to 48 hours of that statement, no direct counter from Edo State government. I think Edo State government will also respond to that and give headway on how this issue will be addressed. But Edo people, I want to give you a classical example. When there was war between the Israeli government and the resistance movement in Gaza, led by Hamas, was going on, President Donald J. Trump came in to find a lasting solution to that problem. In the course of the exercise, everyone reached an unanimity to ensure speedy peace. Peace was achieved temporarily. Then Donald J. Trump was in Israeli parliament. Benjamin Netanyahu was there, and a member of the opposition leader. After Netanyahu's speech to Trump, the head of opposition, who is supposed to come out to counter Netanyahu, stood firmly in defense of Israel. He never, ever in any way criticized the actions of the Israeli government, even when they want to topple the regime of Benjamin Netanyahu. But the head of opposition said so many words to defend the state of Israel and also to label the Hamas as terrorist organization. But if it were Nigeria or even Edo State, even if we have lifeless body of over 50 persons on ground, you will see the opposition coming out to say, just to castigate. Why am I saying this? Security situation is our collective interest. You may be playing politics with it because it has never affected member of your family. You watch on leaked audio on social media. You watch on video where people cry, trying as much as possible to raise funds to free their loved ones from captivity. no matter the level of tears of these persons, you may not truly feel the pain until it happens to you. Kidnapping issue to Osakhuenorkhodin has political undertone, and also for those who are not politicians, it should be your collective resolve. Because why did I say your? Because I will not also deny that I'm not a politician. I've given myself a responsibility to always be sincere at all time, both in my private life, both in my public life. I talked about delivering over 3,000 CFO to Edolites in an application that is up to about 5,000 to 6,000. What about the 3,000 that have not gotten their own? But nobody will say, I gave Osakhuenorkhodin money, he did not submit my CFO. I am not perfect. I am an imperfect human. But I also try as much as possible not to fall prey, because I live in a society where many persons want to see me fall. Example is what just happened just recently. There are so many persons who actually love me as a person, but they felt so disappointed because of my actions. Also, believe you me, you are not wearing the shoe. I am the coordinator general Edo Diaspora Connect. If you think I am lying, I will give you opportunity to have access to that group. 90% of the persons in that group are angry. Not because of development, but what they are concerned about is that there have never been a single acknowledgement in all they did to reposition Edo. You on your part may disagree. I was a coordinator general. I know the role they all played. I came out with my personal strength and ability. I cannot come out to claim or to take responsibility that I, Osakhuenorkhodin, funded it. I will not claim. I will not claim Can you get the sound now? I have many mics here. Can you get the sound now? I've just changed my mic. Somebody is asking me to tell them. Can you hear me now? Somebody is asking me to tell them what the current government is doing about security. I don't understand. Am I a member of Edo? Am I a member of APC? Am I the spokesperson to Edo State government? You shouldn't be asking me that. Albert Obaseki is trying to paint me and send a signal to the entire world that all not by APC. Why did he identify the disagreement between us and the former governor of Edo State? Edo people, the problem of Obaseki is Albert. You know, complex the face can say, you say may not react. There must be reactions. If Obaseki truly needs peace, he needs sound mind, educated person, not miscreants who don't also respect their own parents at home. When you now create problems, you say, hey, people would eventually react. When they are not reacting, you say, they are attacking. No. Would I have ever attacked Obaseki if Albert is not coming to confront Osakhuenorkhodin? Will I ever think of even attacking Obaseki? But I've sent a message to Obaseki as well. When you get boys who know much, manage them. Even if you like some, pass some, not rub for their face. like the Apostolinos are the first pass me. But those ones just show that they do video. They show you how their life they better. They show you the five places where they dey. Now message. But that is their own way of reacting. Me Osakhuenorkhodin. Ask who know me. I'll tell you very direct. I know the banner. Bam. For me, I'm not a member of APC. I have no intention of joining the APC. I'm not a member of PDP. I have no intention of returning back to PDP. I actually lost part of my credibility. Because when I visited God Sent Foundation, sometime in 2013, 2014, 2012, thereabout, 2013, I was a human rights activist. I may post the speech I made in one of their conferences. But because we've chosen to swim in the murky water of politics, when we see wrong in a society, because it is emanating from our party, we can't say it. Because if we do, we may end up offending party faithful. When we see it's coming out from the All Progressive Congress, for an example, then the ACN. When we do and we speak, our party faithful is happy. Yes. But the other divide, we say, oh, it's our problem. But I'm making very clear that today, I am not a member of any political party. Nobody should see me as working for any party. My actions is prepared by Osakhuenorkhodin and no external influence whatsoever. I can still recall that some 3 months back, I fought and emphasized on the Benin agenda. And I also ensure that there are no lopsidedness in the appointment under the Okpebholo administration. So when I was doing that, PDP said, yes, it's good. I received so many calls. But now the table or the pendulum changes. There are some who are saying, why? No, you know, if you beat me, I no cry. You know, if you beat me, I no cry. Let me respond to one of my friend here, Mr. Jeffrey Eis Igbinoba. He said, if you say you not be APC, if you get man criticize Okpebholo, I want to tell you now, I'm too big for someone like you to lead me. I just said I criticized Okpebholo some 3 months ago on the Benin agenda. Are you sleeping? Were you not there? Were you not clapping for me? Now the table have changed. You are saying because it's affecting you now? No. I'm a man of my word. I am Osakhuenorkhodin, and I have withdrew from the murky water of politics. And I will not hesitate from saying this fact, except if you don't like the truth. But as a Jehovah's Witnesses, even if I'm no longer associating, I was also told that the truth has set us all free if we choose to speak the truth at all time. There are bases for me to say thank you, Senator Monday Okpebholo. Continue to hate me in that regard, no problem. But there are bases. One, there are people who are watching me right now who ought not to be alive today. They are watching me, they are commenting, they are living their life. Now, just may they be. They ought to have lost their life in court-season war. A staff of mine told me today, he said, he gave me the information before, he said, emphasize it today on your live video. Okpebholo new name should be called No War. Okpebholo No War. By this kind of time, you are already in neighboring Vermont. There would be no courtesan war in Edo. Is it possible? Executioners, squad where the bad people don't run. They pursue the passers for Edo. Because you are typing today, you are still alive. You don't know what is going on. You know how many youth for don't lose their life, where their life today because of the policy of this government. Sister with a break, he has we don't know one, no two. Don't always see say the break sister has we don't know one, no two because they brother action. He quickly carry for call the brother say pa waveri. Come up from my ass. I don't want me to go break my house because you leave my house. Only that breaking of house policy, many men want to be arranged. The one will be the problem where they do the back here and they don't run. This is the first time since the history of Edo contemporary cultism related activity. You are about celebrating Imba period without cultism related wars. I be died for street. I am not a cultist. I not join any organization. I not even be care guide. I not even be care guide. But whether you like it or not, you be guy, you popular, you dey drink beer, you dey feel say pay which way now? If it's set hide. Because war has gone, cultism war has gone beyond cultism. It is not jealousy. Person wey don offer the verse for you. When they see say cultism, person wey don offer the verse for you. When he sees say cultism war they go on in a cultist, he know say you not be you. The founder or tell Richard or say me they knock that guy. Whereas you know the but as of today, because you not buy, you will be a man. Because you not buy, you see they alive. You defeat type on social media. You not feel acknowledge the policy of government. And again, I want to remind us of something. Person will go do medicine. Say if the shooter may not enter. They must shoot him. He not go really enter. First he go say, oh Bob, this Baba get level. He do this, he walk, they shoot me no enter. But who got the help? We not go mark anything. They not see and shoot. You know no say that God will go me protect him when they not even see he shoot. You not go know. Because God protect you, they not see you shoot at all. You the thing say to say they see me, they shoot me. I for your bar. Why they not see you shoot? Now God also protect you. So because God protect you and they not see you shoot, then you not go know the value. Compared to the person with the lights, he no enter. You go say the Baba na general, he try. But when the Southboy protect, emi mana vai, emetik mo salobwa because oh where you are ye. That's the current situation we are finding ourselves today. That one is one. The highest level of insecurity in Edo was cultism, not even this kidnapping. For me, with my level of experience politically, I also know say kidnapping in Edo is political. I have no facts about this. But people, they do these things secretly. Now that they say they record down, make the world they hear, make they say, hey, kidnapping in Edo, hey, kidnapping in Edo, hey, kidnapping in Edo, hey, kidnapping in Edo. It's all about politics. The same thing happened to Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. You may not accept my views and opinion in respect to this, fine. It's your right. But matter of security should not be a social media display. That's one. Now, because what am I talking about? Somebody said the premise to also acknowledge Okpebholo. I have a client of mine that I'm doing CEO for. After I showed the flyover video, he said, all the people they call the video that flyover never show on one. So it look like that. Believe me, no matter what you feel, I no go fit see wetin beneath they call ohoho. Make I call am ororo. Because I know the majority of persons not like that to succeed. Let me tell you. Somebody sent me a voice note from abroad. From the beginning of the voice note of over 3 minutes, now insult to the end. As I see the voice note, somebody saying, I will go back to the voice note, don't forget. Somebody saying kidnapping the do is political. It's an insult to those who've been affected. Let me tell you. This is not to say that kidnapping is not going on. Kidnappers may kidnap you. You don't know anything. You will pay. They will release you and send the message public. You that is a victim may not understand the political part. But there are orchestrators. You can't change that. You can't. There are no regrets if Osakhuenorkhodin is saying that there should be proper investigation in this. I know, with my vast experience in politics, if you see some idioma way big, I know politics passing. This is not ordinary. This is not ordinary. Science says, in any action, there are opposite reactions. People are reacting. Now, the person sent me 3 minutes audio of insult. And I called him. He didn't pick. I called him again. He later picked. We discussed extensively for more than 1 hour. Do you know what he told me? He said, do you know that when you called me Osakhuenorkhodin, I never wanted to pick because I thought you wanted to insult me. And I said, have you ever seen me insulting anybody in my comment section? He said, no. I said, do you know why? If your skin not full, come on hand for social media activity. If I talk, there are those that will be provoked, while there are also those that will like it. So there must be reprisal. So if at the end of the day you choose to respond in your own way, I have a responsibility to also call you and interact with you. Because you sent me a message, a private DM, I will also respond. At the end of our discussion, we laughed and also interacted. But he said something. And I asked him, when last did you visit Edo? He said he left Edo in August. I said, how many of these infrastructural facilities you visited? He said, no, he didn't visit anyone, but he saw it on Apostle Yunusa's video. And I asked him, very good. Have you ever asked His Excellency, the former governor of Edo State, what is the welfare of Apostle Yunusa, who you watch those videos from, and many others? What is his welfare? And why is he running away from Edo State? Have you ever asked His Excellency, the former governor of Edo State, how he's managing to assist that young man to regain his freedom and to be part and parcel of his people in Edo State? You watched a video from a channel defending the interest of the past governor. This same man Some allege that he said he want to bomb the palace. I did see such video, which may not be true. Some different allegation against him. Petitions flying in state CID and Zone 5. Asking, now, this man on his own cannot be able to confront power that be. Have you ever asked the former governor, Your Excellency, this man get problem because of those video and the activity? A man who want to show extra love. He want proof, say, I stand with Obaseki. If he jumped a fence into Oshomole's wife compound, was that action not contrary to what politics is all about? This is a risk taken by a man who actually believes that he loves the former governor a lot and he will never let anyone whatsoever bring him down. When there was an opposite actions towards Apostle Inesa, ask if the former governor of Edo State ever in 1 minute or in a single LOI cut the call to say, Inesa, how is he going? I told that one, I said, you must be very careful. Even before the election, he didn't listen to me. So that was what I told that man. I said, ask. Ask. You watch this video from his wall, but you've not asked about the welfare of this person. I also said, when you watch the video, how many of these you truly verified? How many of this video you truly verified? Even when we know that those videos are fact, do you have your personal information in respect to the information sent to you? Or you depend on social media manipulations to conclude? At the end of our discussion, we ended up remaining friends, but with our perception and views. I, for one, have stated very clearly and categorically, Governor Obaseki should also be very careful with Albert. Albert is a known miscreant. Albert is the most envious boy in Edo. This video ought not to be for Albert, but I will tell you why. Albert versus Osakhuenorkhodin. Albert versus Kole Semudia. Albert versus Dion Osaigi. Albert versus Obaseki. Albert versus Barrister Saldion Wigi. Albert versus Destiny Bagua. Albert versus Ebo Stone. Albert versus Esther Edokbayi. Albert versus all Edo people. But you know the difference between us? I, Osakhuenorkhodin, will not allow him bully me into small, and he knows it. The luck won't even get none in the jam. They follow me, they do live video, they be also you not be like, go report to commissioner of police, now me talking. We'll find you can ask. Makachuku. We'll find you can ask, you Chris. We'll find you can harass, not be lie. He know that one now. He don't meet me for GIS, he want to make noise now. Now me tell people my way I this, I wanna live on. I don't need anybody to help me run it, I'll run it around by myself. Albert versus a younger brother. So, what else? In his action, he thinks that he's defending the former governor. No. I'm not supposed to get issue with Obaseki. Obaseki should call him to order. So if you answer all of us will work with you, stake our life. I sang Oga carry ticket go. Even the Albert had already given up. I energize it. And at the end of the day, you choose and say, nah, fine, it's your right. We have a right to choices. But don't come to my face and rub it to say, no, we will respond. It's normal. It is normal. Most especially if those boys who are working with you knows much, too much, manage them. We're all humans. But tonight, I'm not here to attack Obaseki or to consolidate on new attack, but rather than to state matter clearly the way it ought to be. Now, still on kidnapping. If you want peace to reign, if you want peace to reign, if you want peace to reign, there is this statement. If you see something, say something. If you want a salubrious environment in Edo State, you must, as a matter of urgency, assist the security agency in arresting this current precarious situation, militating against our society, which is kidnapping. But no matter what anybody tells me, there is politics in this kidnapping. There is politics in this kidnapping. First, I will not agree that Fulanis are the one kidnapping people. They may be part of it, but information is coming out from within us to this set of people. If not, no possible. That's one. And two, there are terror network financing this on political ground. Let the government be sincere enough to do thorough investigation. And on the part of Edo people, you must be willing to accept the report, not on political ground, but on the ground that you felt the pain of the downtrodden who are at the receiving end. I, for one, I also feel the pain, but I'm only addressing those who wants me to discuss on that matter. You see, the matter, as far as kidnapping is concerned, is purely security situation. It should be off the social media. Now, some persons will say, why is Osakhuenorkhodin praising the flyover? What is flyover? What is flyover? Okay, good, it's fine. You may be more enlightened than me. 95% of those who stays in abroad see flyover as nothing. But if you will be sincere to yourself, you will also agree to the fact that the major beauty you enjoy in that country is still the same flyover. Why don't you want such infrastructure to be domesticated in your own state? Europe uses underground tunnels and flyover. Same applicable to America and Canada. You don't have any here. You just have one coming. You are saying they should leave it. May they go tell the roadway district, may they leave that one. I acknowledge the presence of Nigerian Institute of Town Planners today, and I talked about the impact created by Le Corbusier, who came out with the skyscraper idea. The impact created by Clarence Perry, who came out with the neighborhood concept. The impact created by Lewis Kibu, who defined town planning as the art and science of ordering the use of land and its characters for siting of buildings, communication route so as to secure the maximum practicable degree of economy, convenience, and beauty. Then beauty in this context has to do with the aesthetic, looking at green areas, environmental area concepts. But now, as of today, you are saying no, let them throw it away because on political ground. Check yourself internally. Be sincere. Will you say they should throw away the flyover if it was Obaseki that built it? Will you say that you will see flyover? May go see Nanabi Yeti. What is with people that are flyover? If it was Obaseki that built it. So since I refuse to be cowed or bamboozled, do not blame me. I am analyzing this development based on what is on ground. I do not care about who is establishing it, but I think my focus that will continue to make as my focal point is also the development of Edo State. Even if controversy surrounds the Osiomo Radisson Hotel, Mondula Refinery, did Obaseki live with any of those infrastructure? Are they not public infrastructure till tomorrow? Are they not public infrastructure till tomorrow? Are they not public infrastructure till tomorrow? If peradventure Okpewolo lays power tomorrow, will Okpewolo now uproot the flyover in Ikpoba Hill? Now, you also think that when they build the flyover, they'll just cast the building, cast the road, and then, okay, go, flyover is there. Also know that all the federal roads within that area will be beautified. Street lights and every other environmental impact, you will find them there. Would that not increase the beauty of Ikpoba? Would that not have value to my property in this area? There are some persons who will never come to Ikpoba, not because they don't like to visit Ikpoba, but because the environment told them they can't stay on go slow. They will say, we know if you come Ikpoba, but the same person may stay in Iguatolo at Igo, willing to go and greet somebody at Obayato in Saple Road. But that's the person who will not want to take through Oluku bypass, Oviogi, to Ikpoba. Why? Every one of them is afraid of the go slow or the hold up. But when you have a beautified environment in that area, now the government of Okpewolo said is going to make it in 3 perspectives. You have that one in Ikpoba, one at Saple, maybe one elsewhere. And somebody is coming to Edo, either he is coming through Ikpoba from the east, or he's coming through a New Lagos Road, or he's coming from Saple Road, and he sees this beautification in the central business district of Edo State. What will be his perception? As he has said, do fine. And you don't want us to accept that? Must we play politics with everything? So if I'm coming out with this explanation, so we say you want to join party, make something punish party. Party spoil my life. Party don't make me the thought true. That's so Osakhuenorkhodin be. As it be, I suppose they talk like that. But because I be PDP man, APC will do what he good. I'll say, better go sit down, not be not good. Because I want to enter power at all costs. Why am I free to speak my mind today? For 2 reasons, I will tell you. One, I have been empowered not by any government, but by those in the diaspora who continue to find me worthy to so Osakhuenorkhodin son they want buy pure water. We Medu, Charles, and numerous that I cannot be able to mention. They will say, Osakhuenorkhodin, go and do it for me. Some will say, one survey our land. Their uncle na survey. Their cousin brother na survey. Does Osakhuenorkhodin go and survey that land? They'll bypass their cousin, they'll bypass their uncle, they'll bypass their friend. All is coming to Osakhuenorkhodin. All. Is coming to Osakhuenorkhodin. So this set of people, I owe them. Some person will come out to say, it was under Obaseki that you were doing CFO. Listen, those who criticize Obaseki a lot was also doing CFO. They did not build Edo GIS and made me the MD or even his direct staff. No. I earned it to be an authorized representative to Edo GIS. I earned it. I can authoritatively state good. I want to read a statement from a woman in America who was part of also the delegation under Edo Diaspora Connect and also Edo Women in Diaspora when he visited. Listen, her name is Miss Ebegwe Ogiame. She is also my mother here on the media space. We've seen herself time without number, and she's a member of Edo Diaspora Connect. Listen to her statement. Governor Godwin Obaseki turned down building flyover because he stated that the project was too expensive when the diaspora women came to his inauguration for the second term. Someone in my group suggested that he build a flyover due to the go-slow. He stated that it was too expensive. I was sitting in his office when he said that. I appreciate the current governor, Ebegwe Ogiame, all the way from the United States. She met with Governor Obaseki. And in fact, you see that Siana boss owner they talk so. The many will buy them for me. But this woman paid over 65% of the money we did at Siana, where I never say number till tomorrow. A big way Ogiame. But when I hear that Siana, when they say Siana. Look the name of this person where they comment so now. Her name is Mrs. Ebegwe Ogiame. She paid 65% her personal money. Herself. I want nurse, I don't forget the mama name. But she not allow me to mention her name. I'll remember. In UK, the two of them, and one Mary Grace and Pat O, they were 4. The rest are 10,000, 20,000. We also acknowledge them. These are the people who bought that Siana. We will not see here. Now she they comment to. She was in the office of Go. The government said a flavor was too expensive. I also made a request under Diaspora Connect that the government should build flyover before these women went to go and see the governor. That same expensive project is going on today. And you say, "Will not clap." If I clap, does Osakhuenorkhodin one join APC? Now make it a clap. I'll see what's good, I'll say bad. Because I want to please some set of people. No. You get right to hate Ukpewulu, now you're right. I don't like Ukpewulu's face, I don't want to see him. But I want to see the progress with the man they bring. He made one statement. Ukpewulu said something today. He said Edo people will judge based on what they see on ground. That after his tenure, he will not be explaining to people how the work will explains for him. The video is everywhere. I do not want to turn this video into an attack, but the fact should be stated. For me, I can speak my mind today not because of anybody. One, those in the diaspora. As I've said, I was not appointed as the head of CFO office or employed by Obaseki as a staff. I earned it as the authorized representative. As I speak, by the grace of God Almighty, even if I'm not the biggest auto rep in the Dojist tomorrow, I will be the second biggest. Within this two range, I'm there. I don't want to call myself the first. In the whole of Edogis, I generated over 3 billion from my own direct involvement to Edogis to Edo State government under Obaseki. Through CFO. Who gave me the opportunity? It's not Obaseki, please. It is Edo in diaspora. Obaseki was still making his money, although not his personal money, but Edo money, from that process. Some also said that some persons who come and say, oh, we love you because you were with Obaseki. No. In 2016, you never loved him. But after Oga carry ticket, go and all to fight against the oppression, I also sold him to you. I, Osakhuenorkhodin, also sold him to you. And you now said, no, we don't accept this oppression. Oshomole cannot do, we don't agree. That was why the whole of us came in. And at the end of the day, the only agreement that we agree with you is this. We should not also destroy what we built. But while we are protecting what we built should also reciprocate the protection by acknowledging the fact that this made it possible. Don't say, let them go and buy, I'm done. No. That is the issue. Some also accuse us to say, are you doing to fight for your stomach? I was so fast to respond. Did they ever rule Edo State and claim to have loved your state by saying, I will not receive a single salary throughout my tenure. I love you, the state. They all receive salary. I use the language honorarium. It is a payment given to someone who renders services without charge. Your boys will deal with you, get wife and children. It's not as if they have formal employment. May God bless Roland Osadiaye, my late father. He taught me how not to depend on anybody. Why would they do the election 2020? At the time people what I do as my profession. Na survey and see of why they do. Na survey and see of why they do. Na survey and see of why they do. If I had waited and not faced the work when I studied for school, if I had waited and not really followed the work when I studied for school, by this kind of time for be Babiala. Thank God I'm wise. I not wait. I not see chance to go government house. That's why ordinarily, I may not blame Obaseki in totality. Because I not come government house one day, say, Your Excellency, I want to party, my man not where, I didn't do it. I was in the bush to fall. But the only issue is this. Even if I'm in the bush, I didn't come to government house. You also know the role I play. Come, my boy. How are you? Thank you for what you did. I don't want to share Edo money. I can't give you Edo 1 naira. But I'm only telling you, thank you. I don't tell you, say, I not walk with my hand bound. Now here, now this Facebook I for talk, say, I can travel to anywhere in the world where I choose to travel to. Any vacation I want to go, I can afford it. But I also choose not to go for a reason best known to me. But is there anything bad if I'm called upon to Osakhuenorkhodin? Come, my boy. You try. You try. How you did now? Even if I dey go, you don't give me 1 naira. You say, oh, yeah, take care of yourself. I know get right to come the talk now. Say they don't want they call me or 1 or 2. Money is not everything. Do I look like someone that is hungry? Now cars you want talk. Not be 1, not be 2, not be 3, not be 4, not be 5, not be 6 cars when I get. Now houses. Make I know they use that through way, can they talk? I don't need to talk. So my problem is not hunger. But at least I want to be why now. You must also recognize. Say yes. Now me a bad guy that agree say we will confront Obaseki. Now I not even suggest the matter. Now he call me so Osakhuenorkhodin. I want fight Obaseki. You don't say if I defend them, they will call you. If they call you, they want me to defend that. Guy it will be. So no, you feel defender. So no defender. Join me. Or even you don't want to let me fight her. That's okay, no problem. Now it's good for him. Hey, the sweeter now. You not remember saying call people to fight when it's bitter. Now, for those who they follow media, where they even follow on, when I go agree, say there was a time when it tells say they abandon, they abandon. But I like them. They are patient in their pretense. I am not patient because I cannot pretend. They are very, very patient in their pretense. Not be only me at the verse, but I made it talk. Many days that they do underground work. If I do video now, my phone will ring. Talk this one. Hey, see what you need to tell them. See what you need to do. But for me, I don't pretend. I try to be who I am. So now this one be the issue. So if to say I don't use my hand, face my hustle. Practice what the school teach me. With my mother, single mother, and my family uncles sponsor me for. Forget, by now, I for be word Babiala. So that's my grievances. I not be party matter now. If to say that party matter, say na APC I want to for what pastor, you know what I know? You know what me know one and don't know. I not just need na few you na ye. I don't know. Even what we even talk, now just small thing. What you not know? You know what we know? But we choose not to just talk. So for those where they say, not true, now we can know. We sold him to you. You like him from 2020, go on. Did you like it from 2016 to 2020? Now me come and say, okay, tear down your shirt. Not the wear tie. This one a battle. Wear polo is slack. May they carry their ticket go. I was at the forefront. Till today, if I don't have integrity, the Sienna with the diaspora connect, say carry the Sienna now. Till today, it's an unregistered vehicle. It is my compound now. Till date, I have not registered that vehicle. To say I register that to my name, no. Even when they don't tell me, say carry go. It's an unregistered vehicle. It is. No vehicle when I get here when I not register. I'm a small boy. I'm a small boy. I know if it was say God never say try for me. But the fact must be told. I have no issue with the former governor of Edo State. He don't rule you, he don't come out. You abandon me, Osakhuenorkhodin. Fine. I no quarrel. But not rub band for my face. Show me, say you use me and dump me. He go to pay me and I must respond. So that is the response that you are seeing. I be man now. Every man get to respond. Women feel say, take it easy. My wife was never in agreement with any of my actions. But let's say, who are you? You know, if you understand the verse, I use first take go give but I'm not saying. So for those who don't understand, get it very clearly. Get it clearly. Edo will be good, Edo will be better place, and Edo will also be developed. And I want to call on Edo light. If you are not a politician, you have a right to be angry with the electoral process. But when you don't rest, try to check whether they really work. Try to check whether they really build Edo state. Don't let hate make you say, because the process with it, I don't want here. If you like that one, cut his neck. You see me, like me, no, not cut down well. No. Go and check. English not the real solve problem. All the people who don't lead this country, they are good in English. But we still never get results. Dubai, they say United Arab Emirates. They hear of Dubai outside other states. Edo they inside Nigeria. So if they hear Edo outside other state, no problem. When they say Nigeria is not developing, not true. But if you go to that state, you know say that Edo now not they develop. Nigeria is moving forward. Come on with the year, go check. Somebody say Edo is shiny. I say no, Edo is not shiny. Edo is moving towards greatness now. And if after 8 years we for rule, we say Edo is not shining, that means we will not do anything. Lucky 8 years, Oshomole 8 years, Obaseki 8 years. Okpabolo Kona say Edo is shining 1 year. And now we say no, Edo is not shining, Edo is decay. Then what happened to 8 plus 8, 16 plus 8, 24? We now blame a man of 1 year out of 24. Say that I make Edo not shine. Come on, think. Don't allow the media to continue to manipulate you. Think. If we say, if Osakhuenorkhodin if he come out public say Edo is not shining, Nabi say we not do anything. What thing we build from ground where they destroy, we stop the shine. I should be able to explain. What thing we build for ground, we stop the shine. I should be able to explain. But I love Edo people for one thing. If we don't like you, we don't like you. If you like you, bad person for our president, we not worry again. We don't really like you. That's the problem of Edo. But we've refused to really think. If you even talk sometime, some will call you say, "Oh, we're more do for. Oh, we're more do for." Since when you take the hail every of this set of people in the name of the Benin extraction, what have they truly achieved? Are you aware that these same persons are not protecting you when they have opportunity? They don't protect you. Why are you busy that you they call protector? May we carry they give them a when we really work and protect you as a person or as a people, you protect them. But we not work, not deliver you. You dey go to protect and say, hey, now our own. And after you don't say now our own, fine, we'll agree. You see come out the next day, say, Nigeria, they fuck up. Oh. Nigeria, they lose card. Oh. You can imagine. So is that not hypocrisy? So I want to state this clearly. I'm coming fully to discuss development control tomorrow. Development control, not be political. Now how you go to start how to build your house. What you go do for land matter. Building plan approval. As you buy land, your survey, your COF and every other. Now I go discuss tomorrow. So no expect say na political fight. I use this evening to explain some part now. Una do na maybe Osakhuenorkhodin. Thank you and bye for now.
Now we don't hear from Osakhuenorkhodin. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan Eachi YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things wey dey happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you with this video, make you help us share am. Thank you for watching Dan Eachi YouTube.